Ricky, you've got a couple of fighters on the bill, but first of all, let's go with your heavyweight, Nathan Gorman. I like this kid. He's fast, he's slippery, he's elusive, and as they say, a bit like you, he will fight anyone.
I don't know where to start. Okay, I'm going to leave it up to you, the people. Whose volume should play? Hold up.
He's unbelievable. He's a real natural talent.
Whose volume should we play?
He was 22 years of age. The first day he walked.
Should we play BT or Matchroom? You got to vote.
3 years. You know, he looked like he'd been boxing 23 years, you know, and real natural ability.
What's going on over here? Why are they sitting down? Hey, let's go look. Let's go take a peek in. What is this?
Of opposition. And now it's time for him to move up into, you know,
what is this right here?
Which obviously this fellow is.
The volume's too low.
With just one punch, body shot, head shot. But the last time out, you were grilling him. You were giving him a bit of a hard time in the corner because the guy was going the distance. That was a really tough, durable man. Do you expect the same from Ramzan?
What is going on with this?
His last fight, he boxed just had another good
Here, we got this too.
Big, tough, solid distance.
I got to fix the chat, though. Hold on, let me fix the chat. Let me fix the chat. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
But, you know, just sometimes I get a little bit giddy. Sometimes my expectations can be a little bit.
Let me fix the chat.
Because I know what he's capable of. Sometimes if he's not perfect, he gets a bollocking, to put it bluntly. He boxed,
forgot how to do it.
Sean Turner in his previous fight.
All right, here we go. Give me 1 minute.
And tough it out. This fella's a little bit different. You know, he's about 6'7", he's very tall, very experienced. He's fought Joseph Parker for the world title. Boxed,
hold on, I'm fixing the chat on the screen.
Ortiz. As well, you know, so it's
connect.
Test where Nathan's
all right, here we go.
Nathan's changed shape. He's changed in the last 18 months. He's slimmed down. He looks different. His face and his body starting to get that chiseled effect. Is that something you're bothered about in the gym? Or you're just happy with what he does in the gym?
No, I mean, he's
hold on, I'm trying to fix the chat.
There's all different body types, you know. I mean, Nathan won't mind me for saying he's never going to be a body.
Oh, nah, this looks dumb. Where's my neon retro colors?
That smooth look to him. Remember Riddick Bowe? He was one, you know, one like that. But he's going to be a little bit lighter because he's 6 foot.
This is a disaster.
17, 18. He's been fighting around about 18 stone. I'd like to get him round about near the 17 mark because I think when you get these 19 stone 6'9"ers, you know, I mean, he's never going to be.
Fuck, we're gonna have to. This going to have to do for now. This is going to have to do for now.
Explosive. I think that will give him the advantage over these big lumps, as they say.
I could put me like down here at the bottom, real tiny.
17 stone 10, something like that today, you know, which is good.
Did you see Frank Warren blackmailing Coogan Cassius and go into the fight? What?
Done wonders with him in such a real short space of time, and with what he's done in a matter of weeks, Rick working with Nathan on his diet, and he's, you know, I think it's exciting to see what he's going to look like come maybe summertime. You know what I mean?
Are y'all sure? Should we check in on the Matchroom weigh-in? Let's check in on the Matchroom weigh-in. Let's check in on the Matchroom weigh-in real quick. I know they ain't talking about shit.
Unfortunate what happened to him against Sergei Kuzmin, but spoke to Joe McNally yesterday, and he said David's looking in really.
Oh, they talking about when David Price had faked that injury, in my opinion, and he didn't want to get like beat up by Sergei Kuzmin.
And nobody had even heard. They didn't even know that.
Tom Little be talking big shit.
But he come through the door, and you can see that he was very, very talented in that. But more importantly, in the last 5 weeks closing in to fight night, he's impressed me even more. He seems to have slipped a few gears, you know what I mean? He's been sparring with some.
Yeah, make sure you guys getting a lot of fiber.
More than holding his own.
In your diet.
His stamina's improving, his boxing's improving, and being around Tyson and Huey, as you can imagine, for someone so stocky and thick set, he boxes brilliantly off the back foot. But when you look at the armory, the shoulders and the arms you've got on him, eventually, you know, if I can get him going back like Tyson and moving forward like I used to do, I think we've got a good prospect on our hands. But, you know, a lot of people say there's pressure on him being a Fury. You know, I don't think that is. I think he's got good pressure. Yeah, good pressure. He's got the added advantage of Huey and Tyson to look up to him, to be honest with you.
Over or under, David Price going to get fucked up this weekend. Masochist Price.
No, he's going to open the televised part.
Over or under, he going to get his ass fucked up.
In Manchester. And I think my gut feeling is it'll be quite difficult to hold him back. I think he's going to come out of the traps, ding, ding, 1 minute past 6 straight.
If he don't get fucked up, he's at least going to go down. At least once.
Solid puncher, hits murderously hard. And I just said to him, I said, I want to see, you know, the things that we've been working on in the gym.
Ew, why he grab his arm like that? Oh, they homies.
He looks like a bit of a Man Mountain type, you know what I mean? And, you know, I can get anyone out of the pub to go and steamroll this fella. I said, I want you to show the other sides of your game, you know, the boxing ability, the defence work, the hands up, the combination punching. Anybody can walk out there and just flatten someone, but I want to see what you've been doing in the gym, and that's what I do. I think people will be very, very impressed with him.
Rick, it's been a good few years now that since your last fight that you've been in the gym, but it seems to me that you've been the happiest I've seen you this last 6 to 9 months. With the
I'm going to have to move the chat for this to work.
You've got in the gym. Is that a fair comment?
Let's see. Let's move the chat.
One of the best places you've been for an awful long time.
Yeah, it's been well documented, the ups and downs that I had, you know, and the last 12 months.
For this to work.
The best 12 years, the last 12 months of my life, to be honest with you. I mean,
there we go.
Success and
Hold on, give me a minute.
But I mean, when you've come from where I come from to be where I am now, that's why I say the last 12 months have been
I'm doing some pro level shit here.
Great kids, wonderful talent.
Ah, that looks dumb.
You know, my son Campbell's fighting now. He's 17 years of age. He's dedicating himself to the sport, and he's doing really, really well. My 2 little girls are coming along the treat. They're 7 and 5 now.
This is what I'm dealing with. Look how stupid the chat looks. We got to fix this, right?
Life is really, really good. I've even lost a little bit of weight.
But how?
So, you know, that's, yeah, no, it's all good.
Maybe if I
raise
it a little bit.
Most of it is training all these great kids.
Rick, let me ask you a question.
Oh, that looks even stupider.
Will understand this. Have you met anybody yet who hasn't claimed they were with you in Las Vegas, or hasn't claimed they were with you that night at the Etihad when you fought there? Have you ever met anybody that said, "Oh, I never saw you fight, Rick"?
What are they talking about? Hey, what do you guys want to talk about? There's a lot going on. I'm going to be in New York tomorrow. It's going to be very controversial. I'm going to be in New York. Yeah, I could be small. Yeah, I forgot. I should have did that, right? Why wasn't I thinking? Here, I'm going to go up here. Here, I'm going to go up here. Why wasn't I thinking that? Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to fix it. Oh, no, now it looks really stupid. Ah, y'all done fucked my shit up. My shit is all fucked up now. Fucking around and listening to y'all. My shit is all fucked up. Fucking around and listening to I'm going to leave it like this then. Now, how y'all like that? Y'all don't appreciate what I do for you anyway. I'm going to leave it like this. Nah, I can't do it. It's bothering me. It looks silly. It looks silly. Oh, I think I fixed it. Hold up 1 minute. Oh, wait, let me turn the sound back up.
That fantastic night in the arena.
Hold up.
That we're going to be on Saturday night.
I think I fixed
Who was
it.
there for Costa Zoo? Anybody there for Costa Zoo that night? Yeah, someone waving over there. That was a magical night. They closed the bars at 11.
Nah, I didn't
The fight
fix it.
started about 2. It was memorable.
And this one we've got tonight, we've got some great undercard fights. I mean, you
just going to have to deal with it.
Mark Heffron.
I am going to work on this, though, to make sure it looks better if I have to do some
feeling
simulcast
between
shit.
The two of them, for want of a better word, at the press conference.
Man.
Damn, really good fight as well. And, of course, top of the bill. And it's,
Yeah, what is with this?
fight. So difficult.
Where's this coming from that Fury wants, don't want the rematch? Where's this coming from? Obviously, it's only but so much screen I can work with. So, therefore, I'm going to have to I can't do it live on stream because this is kind of like doing a lot of shit. Like, we're doing 2 streams inside of a stream. So, we got to kind of be careful so we don't, like our fucking computer or internet don't blow up. But I am going to make sure I fix this so that we're going to fix this. He wanted more time in the summer. Well, that's not up to him. Steven Espinosa, listen, they can't just fight when they want to. There has to be a pay-per-view date, but also Showtime wants it in the summer. Anyway, what's going on over here on Matchroom? Who's coming out?
Reigning WBA Continental Champion. He's the eldest of the Fighting Edwards brothers. Please welcome Charlie Edwards.
Well, good luck to Charlie Edwards on Saturday night.
don't care about that. I thought you said T Street. KOD, those are the type of questions that pisses me off. T Street, I thought you said you weren't going to fights anymore. Obviously, I'm going to a fight. And no, I don't plan on going to any more. I have to go to this one because they denied us for previous fights. And I have to go to this one personally. So that's your answer. But if I go to fights, what does it matter if I say I'm going to go or not? If I go, I go. What does it matter? But since we've been denied by sending the other fights, I didn't apply for myself. We were sending people to fights. This one, I applied for myself. So therefore, I have to go. My health is fine. I've been healthy for damn near a year now. Well, August. I've been healthy since August, meaning like walking and shit like that. It's been evident that I've been healthy. Like evident. It's been, like visibly. I've been visibly healthy.
Dangerous early, but
What are they talking about over here?
This was the summer we would have been
It's Frank.
outdoors. It's never happened.
No, it hasn't. And also, they're coming off.
Their volume is fucked.
Well, more than 2 fantastic wins. They've had a good win.
Let me see if I can do something and fix it.
And they're at the top of their game. You think of the 4 best in their division, they're included in that too. And I think that the winner of this fight on Saturday will go on to become the #1.
Yeah, the fans bitching about it too. It's not me. The volume's fucked. But let me shut up. Shh. You got to listen carefully. Let's go full screen.
It's not an old guy over the hill fighting a young kid on the block. These are.
Oh, what screen? I think it's this one.
Let me ask you a question. People have said to me, Warrington was the one that wanted it. Frampton's the one
That's
that
not it.
wanted it. Who wanted it? Who wanted it most, in your opinion? Who was it that was calling you up first and demanding?
I'm going to be in the house for Christmas. Actually, I'm not going anywhere for the next. I got to go to New York tomorrow, and then I'm not doing anything for the next. I'm going to be in the house the next week.
Yeah. Do you want to put that together? Yeah, we'll do it. The only thing that we had to work on was getting it into a neutral venue.
I'm listening to Frank so I can decipher what he's saying for you.
Time of year, because it would have filled out any football stadium anywhere.
The fight that secured this for Josh Warrington back in May, Ellen Road, Kaiser Chiefs.
But I'm going to New York tomorrow, and then I'm not going anywhere. I'm behind on like a lot of personal paperwork, and it's 8:20 in the morning. It's Friday, the Friday before Christmas, so I got a lot of stuff to take care of outside in the world. But we will be back on my other channel later on today for the Charlo's weigh-in.
And so that's how it turned out. He really won that.
I'm going to talk about that later on in the video while we're streaming on the other channel too.
And look, it's put him in the position he's in now.
And Carl had a couple of good nights. Well, that's an understatement. A couple of great nights in the greatest fight city in the world, Belfast, earlier this year.
My cameras are fucked up. Why is I'm so dark?
And then that
I mean, I'm dark overall, but my contrast or something is off.
Set this up. Did the pair of them consider going in April or May next year, or did the two of them just want to get this on, get this out of the way?
Well, originally we tried to go on in November. That's when we were trying to do.
He's talking about how Warrington versus Frampton got made. If y'all can't hear it, once again, the volume is low on their end, not on my end.
Where that fight was going to take place. Not cut long story short, that's why we're back at this date, because we lost the venues and so forth. But they wanted it. They wanted to get the fight on. We want to get on this side of the Christmas, New Year.
I had a crazy day yesterday.
And to set up big.
If y'all want to hear a random ass story, but we can't miss Frank talking about Fury. I know he's going to be asked about it soon.
Spring, or who knows? If it's a really great close fight, there may be a rematch there.
It's an amazing fight, and it's an amazing time for the fight. I mean, we could be leaving the ring after this fight less than 48 hours before Christmas Day. That's something, and you and I have been together 25 years. That's something we've never done. We've never pushed it that close. But it's been an amazing month. So I'm going to ask you now. I'm hopefully going to speak to Tyson Fury in a moment. Tell everybody, tell us where we are with the rematch with Wilder. Tell us where we are, Frank, after that December the 1st
I'll be back.
Heroic, epic fight.
Well, Tyson, as you know, he's been in training solidly for a year now. He's had 3 fights in a year. He's lost nearly 9 stone in weight.
What is this? What's wrong with this? Oh, that's on. That's not me. It could.
We've had a few discussions. He'll be there tomorrow night. He's working with BT there, and obviously he wants to see the fight that we all do. and then we'll get down to some negotiations. But Wilder said he wants the rematch. Tyson wants the rematch. I thought he got robbed. I thought he well won that fight.
I think everybody did.
And that's where we're at. We want to make it happen. I found it strange, you know, they're talking, the Hearns talking about Joshua wanting to fight Wilder, which to me is very strange. You would think that you would want to fight the guy who is the winner. The biggest fight out there, certainly in British boxing, maybe world boxing, is not so much the rematch, it's Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua. But they don't even mention his name. And I think Tyson now has got ahead of the game as far as all these heavyweights concerned now. I think he's the number one.
Number one heavyweight, in your opinion, number one heavyweight in a lot of people's opinion, but more than that, what he certainly is, and we saw this when he boxed Safari, the guy at the Manchester Arena back in the summer. Okay, it wasn't a fight, it was the first fight back for 3 years, but what we saw that night, we suddenly saw near enough a sold-out arena, all screaming and howling and applauding Tyson Fury. That was a massive shift towards what I think he's walking around with, that People's Champion crown, which he's taken from Ricky.
Well, I think he has, but you've got to remember, you know, he's done great in boxing, but he's done well in life. To be in a position he was in, where he was suicidal, he was feeling, you know, as low as you could get as a human being, to fight back and get himself to where he's gotten now is an achievement. And I think the British public, you know, like that. They like to see a fighter. You know, everybody, when you're on the up, they like to sometimes see you down. You know, he's a winner. He was a winner. He was the undisputed world champion before he had his problems, and he's come back and shown that what he's made of. He's made, as a person, I think he's a different person, and I think he is, without a doubt, the people's champion. He is the lineal world champion, and he is the people's champion.
Let's get back to Warrington. Let's get back to Frampton. You're sitting there at ringside. You work with both fighters. You've worked with both fighters for a while. How do you do that? So you're promoter, fan, friend of both. What do you do? So you just can sit there with nothing on your face, no look on your face, like you're playing poker?
It's very difficult, you know, when you like. Well, they're two lovely fellas to start with. They're the best you could work with. Super guys. You sit there, enjoy it. I'm a fan. On the night, I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to sit there, and it's, you know, and whoever wins will win. The best man will win on the night, and that's where it is. And I'll remain friends with them, and I'll remain working with them. They both signed, just so you know, both of them have signed new long-term contracts. So whatever happens, winner, loser, draw, whatever it may be, we will continue working with them in the new year.
Win, lose or draw, no matter what it'll be, we'll continue working with them in the new year. Frank, thanks very much for your time. Frank Warren, everybody. We will try and speak to...
They're about to bring Tyson Fury out. This is filler content to make sure that their weigh-in doesn't run with the matchroom weigh-in. So expect for the main events tomorrow not to run at the same time. Hopefully, I'll be in New York in time and somewhere nice and quiet in a Barclays to be able to do my post-fight videos on these. So I'm going out there early to be able to, you know, put up quality content, like in the same format. So I'm going to try to do something unprecedented. I'm going to try to do this same type of setup, but on like the road, if that makes sense. Yeah, of course they're using Fury for views. Of course they got his ass. He got to show up. He is BT Sport right now, right? Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to be, but he ended up going over to the zone before he got popped for the, you know, the drug test. Fury is BT Sport Boxing. Who else is it over there on Frank Warren's side? It's Fury. It was Carl Frampton, but Carl Frampton, I don't know. He losing a little bit of buzz. What's going on over here? The main event's coming up soon over here on the Matchroom side.
Baltic Silver heavyweight titleist from Shkodra, Albania, Senad.
The Baltic Silver heavyweight title. What? I don't never eat from that neighborhood that the neighborhood that Angel Garcia gym is in, and Danny Garcia. I would never eat Chinese food from that neighborhood. Not anymore. When I was younger, yeah. But he right about that shit. I don't know about the cats, but it is some very controversial shit that goes on, man, in those Chinese restaurants, man. But that's any hood Chinese restaurants. This Tommy Fury? I thought this was Nathan Cleverly. Where the Clev at? That's Tommy. Look, he got like a weird body. Got those long ass arms. Pause. No homo. Yeah, he be exaggerating, but still, if you ever been a Philly, you've been like to the Frankfurt like section or the Kensington section of Philadelphia, I would not eat out of any of those restaurants. No way.
12 stone, 11 pounds, 8 ounces.
I don't like those odds at all.
Tommy TNT Fury.
I do not like those odds at all. Fucking around with those Chinese restaurants in that area. Look at Carlos Takam. The pay-per-view definitely going to sell now. He was that late edition.
As we know, he was the kind of standby for Anthony Joshua after Kubrat Pulev pulled out late notice, and well, he put in a valiant performance against AJ, who of course had to make adjustments himself after preparing stylistically for a completely different fight.
What's 12 stone? I think that's light heavyweight, right? No, that's heavyweight, right? Or cruiser?
In Amsterdam.
He looks cruiser, don't he?
Funny. It's a pleasure and delight to welcome Tommy and his electric pink shiny shorts to BT and the crowd. Tommy, first of all,
Takam was a late ad. He's not fighting anybody of note.
Do you feel there's a lot of pressure on you with your name and
they needed some meat on the card. Pause.
Yeah, there's always going to be nerves due to the last name, you know, but it's
14 times 12, man. Just tell me the motherfucking weight.
boxing, so
14 times 12.
But at the end of the day, it's a fight. I do it every day.
Tell me motherfucking weight,
a few more
motherfucker.
people watching, a few more lights on you. That's all.
How much is his weight?
a few more people watching, a few more lights on you? That's the truth. What about
14 times 12 stone. What? Just tell me how much it. Oh my God. You know I can Google that shit, right?
No doubt Tyson will walk you to the ring. Ricky will be in the corner. There'll be a lot of nerves.
Talking about some 14, 12 stone. Just tell me the motherfucking weight. Thank you. 179. Thank you.
Old man's head and young shoulders. And I've
Christ.
had a lot of time to think about my debut. Obviously, it's going to be a packed house. Going to be a good crowd in there.
Too early for
All I've
y'all
got to do is
shit.
Keep myself composed on the night. If I do what I can do in the gym, I'm going all the way.
And if you had one message for the fans who'll be tuning in at 6 o'clock or be coming live, what would it be as you're walking to the ring and you're left there in your gown, you're about to start? What would it be? What would you tell them?
I'd say get there 10 minutes earlier.
They taking selfies and shit?
It's going to be fireworks, and it's the start of my journey. And I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and have a great 2019.
Where Dempsey Fury? I ain't seen him in a long ass time.
Tommy Fury, everybody, absolutely fantastic. Well done, Tom. Brilliant.
He was sitting there in
He's
his
already won
drawers.
the Underpants Award for 2018. Thomas, John. Thomas, continue, my friend.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow.
Oh, we're waiting for Billy Joe.
12-round contest. It will be for the WBC International Silver Heavyweight Championship.
I wonder, do you think they tried to
Welcome
sneak?
to the scale first. He is the challenger, fighting out of Burbank, California.
Who is this?
By way of Bucharest, Romania. His professional
That's
record,
Cujanu.
16
That's
wins,
Cujanu.
4 defeats, 9 of his 16 wins.
That's Cujanu. I hope that they don't try to sneak Billy Joe Saunders' way in. He's on the card fighting a guy by the name of Zoltan Sera. But I think they're going to try to sneak. They probably did his way in earlier because he wasn't at the press conference yesterday because they didn't want people asking him questions and shit. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to do some sneaky shit here. And like, yeah, he weighed in early or some shit. Oh, the main event is here. You know when they got Buffer. Let's turn him up.
WBC Silver Heavyweight Championship. But on the line, bragging rights. Here we go again, the rematch. It's Chisora and Whyte, number 2, 12 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. And it's all brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, along with former world heavyweight champion David Hay. And
yeah, he do look a little rough. What happened to the... Somebody done whooped him? He do seem like he probably be having like late night ass parties with chicks and they be whooping his ass.
9 victories, 21 wins by knockout with 8 defeats. He's the former European champion, former WBA, WBO international.
Look, he usually remember all that shit. He got to read off the little piece of paper and shit. Mike had a rough night. You see his tan? Mike had a rough night. That's the type of makeup where you try to cover some shit up. Damn, Mike, what you been getting into, bruh? That's the type. Look, nah, we got to go full screen on my man. Hold up. Nah. You on the hot seat, Mike. happened? What's the lore? I want to know the backstory.
Robert Helenius, just over 12 months ago now, he's been touted as the mandatory for Deontay Wilder.
Ain't nothing going on in the BT weigh-in, so we're going to stay right here.
Boxing fans have been
I put the sound on. Jay, shut up.
Tomorrow night at the O2 Arena, London, England. And brought to you by Matchroom Boxing and Haymaker Boxing. Live on Sky Sports Box Office and to the United States on Showtime.
Well, just seen a glimpse of Dillian Whyte with his top off. He looks in great shape.
Oh, shit! No homo.
Well, we'll find out momentarily.
It's over for Dylan tomorrow.
The weights are for the guys. I mean, it's safe to say, though, that weight may be irrelevant in this, certainly condition-wise.
He got the baby oil on?
Honestly, he really does look in great shape. Boxer still.
Well, he was 17 stone 12, 250 pounds when they last met. He's 4 pounds lighter than that. That was 2 years ago now.
8 pounds 3 ounces for Derek.
Actually, that's not very Christian-like on his trunks. That's not. He's supposed to be born again. It's not very Christian-like.
Defending WBC Silver champion, WBO International champion from Brixton, London. 24 victories, only 1 defeat, 17 wins by KO. Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte.
Well, Dillian Whyte's got kind of progressively heavier throughout the years since fighting Anthony Joshua in 2015. He was 17 stone 9 then, up to 18 stone 6, 258 pounds against Joseph Parker, 246.9, 247 there, and in good condition as well.
He looks pumped up, he really does.
Both look very, very strong.
I'm very impressed with the body.
He do look worried.
Chisora there. I've not seen him looking that shape for a long time.
He's been inconsistent with his conditioning, hasn't he? As with his performances.
He has. I mean, Monte Carlo was terrible, wasn't he? Really, really bad. But I think it was the occasion, the crowd there. When we was there last, what was it, 403 seats. It's hard to get up for a fight like that. But this one against Dillian Whyte at the O2 is going to be fireworks.
2 heavyweights for a rematch.
If he can put in the kind of performance that he did against Vitaly Klitschko a few years ago,
Dillian, the body snatcher, Whyte.
that's the Derek Chisora that we want, isn't it? Vitaly Klitschko rather than the Tyson Fury performance. They were just flat, unmotivated.
Sky Sports Box Office, Showtime to the USA.
Look at Dylan. What's wrong with him?
Of boxing in the heavyweight division from Matchroom Boxing and Haymaker Boxing.
Does something not seem right with Dylan?
This time 2 years ago, Christmas 2016. No love lost between them. A little bit of respect gained though, Darren.
Absolutely, because the first fight was that good. You know.
At the O2 Arena, London, Chisora versus Whyte.
It's packed out here at the Design Centre. People hanging off the balconies, the crowd full, all the way to the back of the floor. People with great excitement about this one. Just a few miles from our current position at the O2. Seen some fabulous night there already this year. Significant night for both of these two. Took place in the summer. Dylan Whyte against Joseph Parker. That incredible win over 12 rounds, and he's so nearly out on his feet in that 12th and final round. Derek Chisora coming back from the dead against Carlos Takam, who also fights on Saturday night. Who will prevail and move on in 2019? Chisora breaks his eye contact first. Dylan Whyte maintaining the stare.
12 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Chisora versus Whyte. We are 1 day away.
Will it be a Chisora victory or will it be a White Christmas, Darren? We will have a White Christmas.
That corny ass shit.
So I had to get one in this week. That's it. You won't hear from me again, folks.
Boo! Boo!
All the security guards here as
Boo,
well,
you
just
damn
in
it.
case this one catches fire. David Hay in the middle as well. He's seen his fair share of scuffles over 3 or 4 years as a professional.
Glass him!
Now it's just getting a little
Glass him!
tasty between the guys. You can't hear what's being said.
Glass his ass!
With everybody in position because they know exactly what these two can be like and how quickly the switch can flick with either of these two men.
Throwing verbal insults to each other there. Dillian Whyte looked really, really
lovely language. You can.
I can't wait for this.
We're talking about the kind of strength and conditioning facilities up in Loughborough, really second to none as far as the UK is concerned. Any kind of facilities that are matching that, some of the ones stateside here. Back as good as it's going to get. He looks in the shape of his life, and I dare say, so does Chisora. So if ever there's a time to have this, well, as we expected, it's all starting to get a little bit, and I say a little bit.
What happened?
Oh man.
What happened?
Well, listen, folks, we apologise. I think you know roughly what's going on. We're just going to stick with you here while things are broken up. We've got all the best security at hand. There are a big bunch of lads there, capable guys too. I'm sure there'll be a few pictures will surface and maybe some videos as well. What's going on, we don't know because it's all going on.
Somebody care about that.
All we've got is us two, Michael Buffer, and a whole host of very confused fans here.
Yeah, we have. I don't think it was the fighters. I think it may be some of the entourage squaring up to each other.
You see the pictures there, Derek Chisora in the red cap on your screen. There's plenty of shouting and screaming in our ear here. But listen, you can't say it's not expected.
Tempers are high.
Just waiting to hear what's happening at the moment. But listen, we're going to be back tomorrow after the melee has subsided in hopefully a slightly more subdued and calmer O2 Arena Saturday afternoon. We'll have Big Baby Jarrell Miller with us and a couple of other special guests as well. We'll be previewing the main event with the Intelligent Boxer. We'll
Don't leave us now.
Darren and myself will be
Don't leave us.
All of the undercard as well, so you can catch us live on Matching Boxing social media. Live at the O2 from 2 o'clock tomorrow. Remember, it all starts live on Facebook at 6 o'clock, I think just before on Facebook, and then Sky Sports from 6. And all of you, thanks for joining us here at the Whyte Chisora weigh-in. It's got a little bit hairy.
Not yet.
Tomorrow night. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
No, not yet. Damn it. Damn. I want to know what happened. We're going to have to go check out the Cougs. We can't do it here. But is the Cougs there? Ain't the Cougs supposed to be here? Cougs supposed to be here. What's up with their sound over here? What's up with their sound over and oh? The White Rhino. What's up with the weigh-in sound for the BT card? Is the sound on for the BT card? Damn, I want to know what happened. More importantly, I want to know what happened to Michael Buffer. Sound is messed. Oh, it is messed. Is messed on their end. Let me go see, man, because y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. Oh no, there you go.
Once again, ladies
lying
and
ass.
These two competing tomorrow night in a 10-round.
You lying assholes.
It will be for the vacant WBO Intercontinental Featherweight Championship.
Yeah, Michael Buffer had a rough ass night. I ain't gonna lie, I got a bad feeling that Dylan Whyte gonna get his ass beat tomorrow. And I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter, but
competing tomorrow night in a 12-round
I don't know.
contest. It will be for the WBC Silver Middleweight Championship.
Yeah, he has been traveling a lot. Buffer do travel a lot.
Tomorrow night, he comes to us from Monaco, Monte Carlo. He brings a professional record of 36 wins, 3 defeats, with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. He is like 90.
Michael Buffer been like Michael Buffer since I was like a little ass kid.
Of the world, let's welcome Hassan El Fenomeno N'Dam.
You can tell he getting old though because he got that getting old neck.
11 stone, 3 pounds.
N'Dam got his braids done. They going. I bet you. Listen, where's Billy Joe Saunders? They're gonna stiff us on the Billy Joe Saunders weigh in.
And now we welcome to the scale. He is the defending champion. His professional record: 37 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 17 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome the fighting pride of St. Helens, Martin Murray.
Martin Murray always going to be limited in his options because he can't fight outside of the UK. I don't know exactly what it was and why it's so bad that he can't come over here. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, everybody got a pass. Like, for example, me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to travel to certain places because my felony. But in his case, like, Frank Warren should be powerful enough. For example, I know Bob Arum powerful enough and Al Heyman. They able to maneuver shit like that. Frank Warren should be powerful enough to maneuver some shit like that. I remember Bob Arum got Felix Diaz's passport taken care of or some shit. Was it Felix Diaz? It was somebody. Adonis never came out of the coma. That was false news that people said he woke up and everything like that. I woke up when I was in a coma. You don't really be woke. They said I just got up on some like, you know, but you don't really be woke. Like you don't be like you don't wake up and be like talking and shit. You know. So yeah, you know, like your eyes may open up and they be like, oh yeah, he moved his arm or something. He's still, but nah, that shit don't be like that. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. That shit don't be like that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good thing when people move, like, and stuff like that, but how can I say? You can't really equate that. From my experience, you can't equate that to somebody doing better, if that makes sense.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night at Manchester Arena in a 12-round contest for the WBC Silver.
But the worst is over in regards to, for example, he's not critical, so therefore his life is not necessarily in danger. However, his life will never be the same, unfortunately, the longer he's in that coma. So right now it's been 21 days. For me, it was 19 days. But see, I was in a coma for respiratory issues, and they had to put me in a coma to stop my brain from dying. My brain was I was very close to being brain dead because the oxygen was getting cut off to the brain. In his case, he went in for trauma. You know, brain bleed. It's a big difference. But nonetheless, each day you're in a coma, your body is fucking up.
This guy's been a champion. He's been in some big fights with some big fighters. You've been in some big fights with some big fighters.
That's sad as shit.
It's nearly Christmas. This is a really hard fight.
Yeah, at this point in time.
You know what, Steve? To be honest, I prefer these.
Yes, he can only improve. It's not going to get any worse.
Raise my game, put in the best performance, and with N'Dam, I know that I've got a real, dangerous, genuine world-class fighter, former world champion.
But we're not doctors. I swear to God, they told my mom I was going to die.
Yeah, I've had this year.
So, you know, and they said I was going to never walk the same. Or don't get me wrong, I still got some issues, but minor in comparison.
Those fights before down in Argentina.
Like I got a little limp and like nerve damage in like the tips of my toes.
Still got one of those in you. Can you still win that world title? And is N'Dam the perfect man as the test?
Murray is very close to being a WBC mandatory 2020.
Older, wiser, more experienced.
Whyte resume is excellent. For heavyweights. It's better than Wilder's, that's for sure.
And if I'm honest, I think it kind of showed him a performance.
But Wilder got Ortiz and Fury on there now. That makes up for a lot.
And now I've got the love back for it. And I'm going to prove that and show that on Saturday. And N'Dam is the perfect fighting opponent for me.
I was watching the Boxing Voice yesterday, man. That's my homie, man, but he be on some shit. He be on some shit.
All you keep doing is pulling each other's trousers down, egging each other, throwing cakes at each other. Does that help at this late in life? Discovering that little bit of little boy inside you.
He can't fight an eliminator when the WBC protecting Canelo because they don't want to strip him or threaten to strip him.
It was hard for me to get to the gym, which, like I just said, I think
No reason why they should be ordering Golovkin versus Charlo. That means that the WBC interim title is at the WBA regular now. No, fuck out of here. Charlo should be ordered. Canelo should be ordered to fight Charlo. It makes no sense. Remember, I cover the politics of the sport. I've never seen nothing like this before. It makes no sense for the WBC to do this.
You know, I love the man. The way everything happened with him, it was a shame. I mean,
that's different. Yeah, they wasn't all cab drivers. All right.
Which is a great thing.
It's great to be a team. Martin Murray, thanks very much. His fight against Hassan N'Dam.
I didn't see the interview
Of the live show on BT tomorrow. Thomas, continue.
I was watching the morning Boxing Voice show. I heard they had Finkel on there last night. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But that's my homie. But he do be on some shit.
Middleweight championship.
I don't get emotionally involved. I do not get emotionally involved.
From Clydach, Vale, Wales. His professional record: 18 wins, 2 defeats.
That's one thing. Like, it may seem like it, but I do it to troll people. I don't get emotionally involved in this shit. I don't be like, no, this guy's going to lose because of this and he didn't. I don't give a fuck. I really do not give a fuck. Truth be told, all YouTubers shouldn't give a fuck because either way we win. If any controversy happens in boxing, we get bigger views, right? I can't remember. No, let me tell you when I first started trolling people and getting like emotionally involved or seemingly getting emotionally involved was when I realized that whole Pactard Flomo thing. So I ate off of it. I ate off the ignorance of people. I'm not going to lie. I ate off the ignorance. I wasn't panhandling or nothing like Boxing Ego and all them. I just was like, okay, they're going to say I'm a motherfucking Pactard, then I'm going to be a motherfucking Pactard. But however, the things I was saying in regards to Pacquiao beating Mayweather, I was wrong. I did believe. But I just was feeding into that shit. That's how it is on YouTube. That's how I know. That's why I know that's what they're doing. They don't be believing half of the shit they be saying. They're just doing that shit because they can't, like, alienate their fan base.
11 stones, 5 pounds, 13 ounces. Next, we welcome to the scale his opponent.
Fans do run boxing.
He's from Oldham, Lancashire, England.
The biggest narratives start on YouTube. Think about it.
16 of his 20 wins come by way of knockout. He is the current WBC international.
Think about all the biggest narratives in boxing and where do they begin? Oh, wait, we can motherfucking get this ridiculous shit out of here. Hold up. Let me fix this. Let's put this up here. And put this over here. There we go. There we go. It's a lot better. Oh, I got to add my banners back. I don't feel like it. Is it down here? Ha-ha, my man. Hold up. I'm fixing the... some shit in the background. On in 1 minute. Boom. Who is this right here? Who is this girl? What are Frank Warren girls called? Are they BT girls? What are these girls called? I'm liking those hips. What are they called? Are they the Warren girls? Frank's girls? What are they called? The 123 bet. Oh, the 32red.com girls.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night at Manchester.
No, top ranked girls. All
on BT Sport Box Office.
top ranked girls.
ESPN Plus of the
number one by far.
12-round contest
by
for the
far.
vacant British middleweight championship.
Janera, she's an exception over Takate. Over Takate girl. She's the exception. But that's just based off beauty. But Bob got that hot. I know you're talking about the tall one. Listen, all top-ranked girls, they all equally. You can't. No, top-ranked girls all day. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Top-ranked girls all day.
All right, people, we've got Liam Williams here. We tossed the coin to see who spoke to me first, and Liam won or lost, depending on which way you look at it.
House Severin girls. What?
Liam, it always seems to be really.
Look, you see her in the back. I like her. You see her in the back.
Involved in a title fight. Do you need that little bit of edge, that little bit of?
I like her.
I just came to see fight. I just came to see. Keen to keep fighting dickheads who I don't like. It's as simple as that. So it's always going to get.
That's a scarf.
Well, you're nothing if not straightforward. Apologies if anybody found that offensive.
The scarf's been here.
You moved up. You know, you like middleweight champion.
For like a week now. They've been rocking the scarves for a week.
Hard for you to accept, or was it
Oscar,
thinking about doing anyway?
Eddie.
No, I can make both weights. Obviously, like middle being the harder of the 2 6 like that.
He seems a little off.
I mean, it was never really on my mind too much to move up. I could still keep making 154.
So you're with Dominic Ingle now. Will we see a different Liam Williams? Will we see a Liam Williams with a little bit more care and thought?
Let me fix
That's
this.
not a criticism, but
I don't
sometimes
want to cut their
you
head
make your
off.
heart rule your head.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. You're not going to see a difference. I'm just going to tear through him. I'm going to put an all in him. I don't like him, and I'm going to hurt him bad.
Liam Williams, thank you very much. You can give him applause or you can boo. Liam, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Why did he just kick him off like that?
Easy.
Why did he just kick him off like that?
Mark. Sit yourself down. Hey, listen, you all relaxing there, weren't you, until these two came up? You were expecting this, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Mark, Liam gets very...
That was bizarre as shit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely the fight I'm looking for. So step up, it's a step up I need, and it's going to bring the best out of me.
When Jason Welborn decided to drop back down and go and fight for a world
He just
title,
was like, all right, now, let's go.
Liam Williams was put to you. Did you have to think a couple of minutes about it? Because he's tough, he's proven, he's been those hard, gutsy, bloody rounds.
No, not at all. My manager rang me, and I actually had a fight already lined up. We said yes to that, but then as soon as I got offered Liam Williams, I said yes to it straight away, yeah.
The rich thugs be the worst, though.
Tomorrow night. It's
the born rich ones that turn into thugs later on,
what can people
they do
expect
dumb
from
shit.
you in the opening round of this fight?
I'm going to expect fireworks, and I'm going to knock him out good and proper, man. I'm going to finish him proper, man.
Looks like a
thanks very much
Chad.
for your time, Liam Williams. And Mark Heffron adding just that little bit of spice that we've come to expect. No manufactured spice, no ridiculous hype, no throwing of table. Only just a little bit of hype. Thomas, take it away and lead us in.
What's up with Bunsey today? I don't think they should ever give him a swivel chair or a spin chair again. He's clearly don't know how to act once he gets one. Like, that's rude. He's sitting there talking to him, and then he's like, all right, Liam, and start spinning around and shit. Arguably beat Liam Smith. I don't know about that, bro. Wait a minute. Wasn't that fight stopped early? I forgot that fight. I covered so many fights I be forgetting, man. That fight was controversially stopped. And wasn't it because of Williams' corner, right? Oh, it's time. It's party time. I forgot that fight. I covered it. The video's here. I forgot. Damn.
And now we welcome to the stage area. He is the defending IBF featherweight champion of the world from Leeds, England, Josh the Leeds Warrior Warrington.
Williams quit. I believe that it was something along those lines, right? It was something controversial. I do remember that. You should. What was it? A blatant quit, and people were like, "No." It was something. Something happened in his corner. I don't remember. I got to go check. He did it to. He turned his back on Williams and on Heffron.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, our main event is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it will be for the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World. We welcome to the scale first. He is the challenger. He comes to us from Belfast, Northern Ireland, with a professional record of 26 wins. Just 1 defeat, 15 wins, come by way of knockout. He is the former unified super bantamweight world champion, the former WBA super world featherweight champion, and he is the current WBO interim featherweight champion of the world. Let's welcome Carl the Jackal Frampton.
Oh, you're talking about the rematch.
8 stone, 13 pounds, 14 ounces.
You're not going to tell us how many pounds that is, you motherfuckers?
And now we welcome to the scale the defending world champion from Leeds, England. He is undefeated with 27 wins, 6 wins.
He always been pale, though.
Knockout. Here is the reigning and defending IBF featherweight champion of the world, Josh the Leeds Warrior Warrington.
I hope Warrington don't turn into George Groves.
8 stone, 13 pounds, 9 ounces.
It's going to be, the whole card is going to be on ESPN Plus, by the way, here in the States. The whole card, which is awesome. Notice that Billy Joe Saunders, they kept his way in a secret. They don't want him getting they don't want him taking no questions from the media. Unless it's Coogan, of course. UD Warrington? Ooh, that's very controversial. What up? We're going to get out of here. We're going to talk for a little bit after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event tomorrow night, live on BT Sport Box Office and ESPN Plus.
Here, let's go full screen. I'll be back.
12 rounds, and it will be for the IBF Featherweight Championship of the World.
The Fight View 360 store is supposed to launch January 12th. Just got that news yesterday. Here, I'll be right back. Let's go full screen for a minute. Damn, if I can find the full screen. There it is.
We'll hear from both the fighters. We'll start with the IBF featherweight champion of the world, Josh Warrington. Leeds his finest. You can boo if you like. It doesn't make any difference. Josh, what were you saying to each other there when you were face to face, nose to nose?
Just a quick word. We've trained hard for 12 weeks. I know Carl's ready for 12 hard rounds as well, so give the fans what they want. And they want an exciting fight. Everything on the line for this belt. But I've just got a little bit more, and I'm ready.
Now, you shook hands there instead of pushing each other away. It's not like you or Carl to get nasty. It's like gentlemanly. It's all about what happens in the ring, isn't it? First bell.
Listen, we've got 12 rounds to sort it out with each other. All talking's been done, and we go to war tomorrow. So that's where the real talking's done. The talking's done with the hands, and we'd like to say we do the business.
Now, Josh, for you, it's also about respect. You were disrespected in many areas before the fight with Lee Selby, even though it was on your home ground, your home turf. And in some ways, you've been disrespected a little bit here. You've been overlooked in some ways. You're the betting underdog. Does that motivate you, or is it starting to annoy you slightly?
Don't bother me whatsoever, because after Saturday night, you know, I'll win a load more fans over, and people can't argue once they beat Lee Selby and Carl Frampton in the same year, and people start to recognise what I'm really about. So yeah, I get a few boos here, but on Saturday night, all them who cheering for me will be cheering louder, and those who were booing me will be silent.
You silenced them certainly at the Ellen Road. So it's ding-ding, first round. What can people expect from Josh Warrington?
Listen, they can expect expect a lively 12 rounds contest. It's going to be exciting. I'd just like to say, those who've come out today to support myself, I look forward to it. Those who are supporting Carl, enjoy it while it lasts, and tomorrow we go to war, and still, let's have it.
And still, let's have it. Tomorrow we go to war. That's Josh Warrington, everybody, the champion. We'll get Carl Frampton over in a second. Carl, thanks for joining us. Just a second or two. Top boy. Carl, two gentlemen with a lot to prove. Big fight for you, because I think we all found out in May that Josh Warrington's a little bit better than some of us maybe thought.
I agree, you know, I give him credit, and I do give him credit that was a good win against Lee Selby, but I think this is a completely different fight now. I'm a different fighter than anyone he's ever faced before, and I'm ready for 12 hard rounds. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do to win this fight. You know, he talks about being the underdog and stuff, and I've been written off so many times. Too
old, too slow.
Yeah, and I just want to prove that that's a lot of bullshit.
Apologies once again if people get upset with that, not that I do. Carl, you talk about that, you know, where you've been written off. Those two fights with Leo Santa Cruz, one in New York you're meant to lose, one in Las Vegas you're meant to win. It was the opposite way around. Even Kiko Martinez outside the Titanic Center. Does it annoy you slightly that people do consider you maybe a little bit lacking in motivation, a little bit slow, a little bit overdue? I mean, there's talk of you retiring, getting your slippers and getting a pint.
Yeah, well, I don't know where it comes from, to be honest. Look, I spoke about retiring, but that was 2 years ago. But, you know, I've joined up with a new team, Jimmy Moore and MTK and Frank, and I'm enjoying my life more than I've ever enjoyed it. I'm enjoying my boxing more than I've ever enjoyed it. Retirement is at the back of my mind. I'm just, like, I was beating big names and hating boxing. Now I'm enjoying it. I'm only going to get better.
And it seems to me, judging by this crowd here, that a lot of people have taken the afternoon off in Belfast. What do you imagine? You've been in some really torrid atmospheres. What do you imagine it will be like come first bell inside that arena on Saturday night?
It's going to be noisy. To be honest, where we are, I know a lot of people from Belfast are coming over tomorrow. It's so close to Christmas, but I expected the crowd to be more pro Josh Warrington today, but listen to this, unreal. The support I have is amazing. I'm the best supported fighter on the planet, I'm telling you. The amount of people I bring to Vegas and New York, these are the most passionate fans in the world, and they're going to let themselves be heard on Saturday night. One the boys!
And just tell these fans that came out in the pouring rain, 30,000 of them that have come out for you all the way through your career. Tell them what they can expect. First bell tomorrow night inside the arena on BT.
Expect anything, but the thing they expect the most is me to win. I'm winning this fight, no doubt in my mind.
Carl Frampton, thanks very much for your time. Josh Warrington, thank you for all coming out. You've been fantastic. Thanks for listening to the various interviews. I'll hand back now to John Rawlin to do the niceties.
Thank you very much, Steve, and thank you very much for coming and joining us here today. It is going to be one of the bills of the year, if not the bill of the year. It kicks off on BT Box Office at 6 o'clock. Who's going to win? I don't know. I'm sure you have your own idea. But thank you very much indeed for being here. And don't miss any of the action. It's going to be a great night. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks to all the fighters and to Frank. We look forward to seeing you in the arena tomorrow night.
My bad. While you're here, what do you guys want to talk about? I could let you know what the schedule is. I could tell you that we got some really, really big things planned for 2019. And that the content on this channel is going to, what I'm going to do is, and yes, Hassan is going to say, can you get out that Kovalev, Alvarez, Pulev stuff? I'm going to get it out. I've been slowly trickling out backlogged content. So things are going to slow down here a bit on this channel up until Packer Broner. You know, so basically this week, well, next week and the week after, I'm going to be working behind the scenes on my website, getting our proper partnerships, making sure that I have a child custody trial coming up, a big one, Once that's over, the sky's the limit for us here. We'll be able to do so many things on the channel and just for boxing overall. And we've been putting out, like, man, for the last 3-4 months, we've been putting out an average of 30 videos a week. And that's social media, you know, the website. So we've been doing a lot. Hope you don't eliminate the reviews on the less popular fights. Well, unfortunately, it's like this. Where I've come to terms that I started a new channel. So this channel is going to be strictly combat sports. But I got to go with my heart, and I got to start covering other shit. Therefore, we got T Street Uncut, which will also be the house of our podcast. Now, if I do videos on there that, for example, the reason why we're going to be covering Mayweather versus Tension on T Street Uncut is because, for one, we're going to be having access to all the Mayweather versus Tension shit. So, therefore, it's a great way to start that channel off, because it's not a boxing match. Even though it's combat sports, mixed martial arts, that's like entertainment news. You see what I'm saying? So that's the perfect way to launch that channel. So that's what we're going to be doing next week over on there. No, we're going to be covering everything. We're going to be covering everything. Whatever I feel like talking about, we're going to talk about it. You know, why waste all of this stuff just limiting my stuff covering boxing when I know I can cover other shit? When I was over on the other channel, Into the Arena, we cover other things. I covered pro wrestling, fucking world news, NBA playoffs, all with success. The fucking Super Bowl, all with success. I'm not saying I'm going to do that same shit, but I know that I can do much better covering that and get further than I would in boxing, and I would use that to bring more revenue into boxing to help us get bigger, if that makes sense. I know it probably sounds all confusing, but you know, there's a method to the madness. So tomorrow, trust me, I did not want to go to that fight. I do not want to go to that fight. But tomorrow, I have to go to the PBC on Fox fight. Why? It's because we got some business to take care of to make sure that our team is not going to have issues with credentials going forward in the future, especially when we're doing good work. And not only just good work, our goal is to promote the sport, to sell the sport, to make sure you scumbag motherfuckers, see, they can't say it. I can. I can say, you guys are scum, man. However, y'all getting better. I do notice that y'all getting better, but there's no reason why y'all should be bitching about paying $5 for ESPN Plus, even though that interface is fucked up, and bitching about paying $10 a month for the zone. You know, we got to support the sport. I buy all pay-per-views. Me and my pop, you may not ever see him, but sometimes he be right there in the background. He a Deontay Wilder fanboy. I can't stand it. You know, we have currently 3 zone accounts. 2 of them are no longer free trials. We know we're paying for 2 of them a month. The other one we're going to be paying for soon. Also, we have 2 ESPN Plus or 3, I don't remember. UFC Fight Pass. We fucking brought we purchased the Chris Algieri fight on Fight TV. What else? We got a lot. We pay for everything boxing. And our goal is to make sure that you, however, I'm not saying that go buy some shit you're not getting value out of. I'm not going to be one of them motherfuckers. If you're not getting no value, then I'm not going to be like, yeah, go buy that shit. That's just some weirdo. I'm not going to be like that. So I've decided over the last several months that I'm sick of walking on eggshells, man, like with my content and with, like, you know, my personal life. I'm just going to be me. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. I have to look around sometimes and think, like, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I doing something illegal? Or, like, why am I getting so much resistance? Yeah, bare knuckle boxing too, if time, you know, so you got to think. Boxing has to come first. So therefore, if you notice, last week I missed. I had to put the Jesse Hart content out late. Why? It's because I was burnt out. It's not easy watching all these fights because you have to think all the work that goes into all the pre-fights I have to watch. All day I'm watching boxing, building up for fights, saying, you know, so I can know fighters' mannerisms and shit like that, interviews all day, every day. It can be very tiresome and a pain in the ass, but it's got to be done. Why not kickboxing too? See, now look, are y'all being serious? Didn't I just tell you that I'm a fucking person? You people, y'all go do videos on YouTube, see how hard this shit is. When you got to upload the video, you got to motherfucking edit videos, running all this other shit. I know I make this shit look easy between my fucking nice ass website that y'all don't go to, by the way, that I built from scratch. You know, social media, the team, all the DMs and the messages, the press releases, fucking 100 emails plus a day from fucking God knows who. I would be interested in drone racing. The other channel is up and running. We'll be partnered in about a week. No, 2 weeks. We'll be partnered by mid-January. Oh, man. I just got to do some, like, change the banners and do, like, a little behind-the-scenes stuff. You know, change this format up for that specific channel. I don't even know what I'm going to put up there yet. Yeah, our website is getting much more active. Our 2-year anniversary is this week for the website. So we're Google, AdSense, everything is, the website is legit as fuck. The website is legit, like super legit. My neck be killing me. I need some neck support, man. My neck be killing me in this chair. What the fuck? Crazy. And also, I've been sleeping on a couch the last couple of days. I don't know what's been going on. I just have not been going upstairs. Like, I'll fall asleep just right on the couch. Go upstairs, take a shower, come back down, fall asleep on the couch. Not in the living room down here. Like, I don't know what's been going on. I used to do that shit before, constantly sleeping on the couch. I can't get back in that habit. I need a goddamn woman. I met a woman last night at the bar, but no disrespect, I think she's an alcoholic. Like, I seen her 3 years ago in the same bar. Every now and then I like to get out once a week to like go have some me time and shit. So it's about 7 o'clock or so. Yeah, it was 7 because I waited until after 7 because I wanted to wait for the traffic to die down because I wanted to go get me a steak. So I said, damn, man, you ain't go out nowhere this week for yourself. So went, to go get the steak. All right, the woman come in and I remember her from 3 years ago and like from a few months ago when I came in here to get a steak. So finally, I had the courage to finally say something to her, No, she said something to me first. She asked me about my steak because I was outside on the phone and my food had already came out. So she was like, some shit about the steak, some old bullshit. And we start talking and she starts showing me all kind of shit in the phone, her phone and everything. I buy her a glass of wine, but I noticed she not like enjoying the wine, savoring it and shit like you're supposed to. She like guzzling that shit. And then I remember when I saw it 3 years ago, she was like in there. It was like around a Christmas party type shit. And she was guzzling that wine too. Nah, maybe she think I'm alcoholic. But at the same time, there's certain ways you drink wine and certain ways you don't. You dig me? You dig me? Hey, shut the fuck up. This is my story. But it was like, I don't know. She was nice. She was nice. I wanted her so bad. I was lusting for her. I was lusting. So long story short, I'm outside. I'm in my car fucking around with my vape because I got this new vape cartridge yesterday, sour diesel CBD oil, and I go take a big ass puff and the fucking fluid comes out into my fucking mouth. Pause. Ew. So just so happened, I'm trying to clean that shit up and she comes out to her car and we start talking for a little bit, but I didn't get her phone number. 40-year-old light-skinned woman. About 5'6", some shit. Regular chick. See, it's leaking now all over the fucking place. So I gotta I'm getting my refund. These shits are $35 a piece. I'm getting my motherfucking refund. So the one I have in here now is almost out. You can't really see it. I'm not even gonna try. But I'm sitting there like, was she drunk driving? I don't know. She wasn't. I didn't see her. No, she said she lived around the corner. She probably was drunk driving. But I know she was on. Like, she was on like a motherfucker. This shit is leaking all on my shit. I'm putting this shit right back. It's these right here. Can you see them? You can't see them. You can't see them. But I'm putting this shit right back in the motherfucking case. And they're going to give me another one. But yeah, I've been meeting a lot of fucked up chicks, man. So that's why I be by my motherfucking self. For real. I be by myself. Because you never know. Like, the older you get, it's like easier to meet women. But also, it's difficult because they be having a lot of shit with them. And they used to dealing with dudes with a lot of shit. So therefore, if you cool and on some cool shit and don't got no bullshit with you, they not used to it. So they think something wrong with you when it's really something wrong with them. You dig me? So that's the shit I've been dealing with. You can't show a chick a nice time because they're not used to having a nice time. A lot of them aren't. And also, a lot of women don't like I've learned. Now, I've been dating a motherfucking lot, over the last probably like 2.5 years or so. And I've learned that like a lot of them, they're not used to somebody being like confident. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I make sure I'm, like not bragging or anything, but they're not used to somebody who's able to talk, articulate, or more so got their own shit. So they be thinking I'd be conceited, and I'd be like, hey, that's your perception. You'll never hear me call you again. You never motherfucking. I text one chick last night just to piss her boyfriend off. I do petty shit like that though. I admit, I can be petty sometimes. Nigga gonna call my phone, talking about some fuck you calling my girl for, all this type of shit. And I'm like, bro, who does that? Like, who does that? You gonna call me? Like, he didn't call me to find out if I was smashing her still or not. He was calling me like, yo, like, stop trying to holler at my girl. Who does that? Like, But yeah, I had I text her ass again. I text her ass again just to piss him off. He told me he was gonna shoot my house up and everything. Niggas be mad. Yeah, social media has ruined a lot of women's minds and a lot of up-and-coming young women's minds. For example, look how insecure women are. Like with all the makeup and stuff like that. They think that they're supposed to have that. They think that, oh, yeah, look at my hips. I got bad hips or skinny-ass hips and a flat-ass butt. Let me go get a fake butt. What? That sounds idiotic to me. It's like, that's mental health. Like, you're not happy with your appearance, so you go put some fake shit up in you. That's mental health. Or one chick I was dealing with, and I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the reasons why I stopped dealing with her. She couldn't leave the house without her makeup. Like, that shit used to be whack. I used to be like, yo, let's go get something to eat real quick. And she'd be like, oh my God, I can't go to the diner. I don't have no makeup on. Cut. Am I conceited for that? Is that a crime? But anyway. I thought I heard the doorbell. Yeah, that shit is weird to me. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. So that goes to show I'm not attracted to women who be on that makeup shit. I'm not attracted to women who, be all on Instagram, thirst trapping. In fact, that's one of the main reasons why I left Instagram. Let me tell you, I was getting a lot of motherfucking, I didn't know, like even down to this day, I don't look at like myself as being like a dude that's like, like attractive as some fucking pretty boy ass nigga. But motherfucking, it was a lot of women up in my DMs. And it was like, how the fuck? Like, you don't even know me. So shit like that, you know, I'm not really attracted to. Like women who see certain shit and they think like, oh, yeah, he's successful. I want him. I'm not into that shit like that. I don't want no chick like that. I don't want no chick like that. Like, and it was accelerating. I was like, damn, where the fuck all these chicks come from? They wasn't feeling me before. Like, I get a random DM, and they probably here now. I get a random DM, hey, I saw your video last night, baby. Yada, yada, yada. You got some real nice teeth. You know, then another one from a fucking 60-year-old woman talking about something, you need a real woman to take care of you, chocolate drop. Like, this should be weird. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm flattered. You know, flattered. But I'd be like, it could be trannies. Exactly. It could be transgenders. You can't say tranny. It could be transgenders. Could be. I had a troll. I had a troll masquerading as a woman. Her name was Sophie something. I forgot. It was a dude, a troll, one of you motherfucking internet trolls, masquerading with a fake Instagram account, and I found him out. Y'all motherfuckers be weird. Weird. No, it wasn't about that. Like, they see like a motherfucker with 15,000 Instagram followers and they think that shit is big shit. Why should that like influence who you like? That shit is weird to me. Like, honestly, I do not like Instagram. I am literally still one email away from getting my Instagram back. What I did was, just in case, I remade a personal Instagram and another Fight View 360 Instagram, because business, that's what you got to do. Make sure nobody else take the name. But I can get my Instagram back, but I don't want to be on Instagram no more. Truth be told, I don't want to be on social media. I have to be on Twitter because majority of my news comes from Twitter. So I got to be on Twitter. But that Instagram shit is the worst. Like, it's the fakest people. Like, people that never got attention before in their life, they get some attention on there, become a whole new person. And then you got the simp niggas, the simpletons, you know, sliding in these chicks' Instagram DMs, making their head bigger than what, oh, God, it's horrible. Correct. People think Instagram followers equal worth or, like, fame or some shit. It don't. So I didn't like the way people were looking at me, and also how they kept trying to like curve what I was like putting up. So I would tell right there in the description box that like, yo, I don't give a fuck about Instagram. Basically, I'm gonna upload what I want, but it's gonna be boxing shit here too. So I was uploading whatever I wanted, and people were like, yo, this is supposed to be a boxing page, and no, it's not. So it just was a lot of shit like that, and then I got overwhelmed. I'm thinking like, damn, I do want to be fucking these bitches, but I can't. Like, I don't want to be like doing that type of shit. I've used to dabble in smashing like female supporters and shit. Last time I did it was when I was out in Vegas, you know, and she really I'm not going to lie. Like, she took care of me in regards to, I was drunk. So she was the reason why I didn't even go raise more hell in Vegas when I was out there. She took care of me, my pop, like, but never again. I can't do that shit no more. You might meet somebody motherfucking crazy. Never again. But we're going to be hanging out for a little bit longer. And then, like I said, things are wrapping up on the channel for the, until, next month. Obviously, we're still going to be putting out content. I usually like to put out, between 4 to 6 videos a day. But that's going to go down to maybe about 2 a day for like the next few weeks or so while we get a whole bunch of shit behind the scenes taken care of. Yeah, Instagram is the thirst trap. Saw some girls and one dude probably more thirst trapping in this very chat. Yeah, they do. Well, no, I used to be bad in here before. Like the freaks, the late night streams is when all the freaks come out. And after the big fights is when all the freaks come out. Who you think Canelo going to fight next? I'm thinking it's going to be Callum Smith, in my personal opinion. Note that he's very quiet. And also, he thinks that hardcore fans will be shocked, not like the world. The reason why is because people don't think that he's going to fight a full-fledged 168-pounder. And truth be told, I'm going to do a video. Callum Smith is not Rocky Fielding. He will likely end Canelo with some straight shit down the pipe. He fights tall. It's not no woulda, coulda, shoulda with Callum Smith. He is the best 168-pounder right now in the world. However, when it comes to Golovkin, nah, I don't think it's going to be Golovkin. Bivol, nah, because he's about to be with ESPN top-ranked main events. I don't think so. And remember, Canelo belt you can't unify with unless the WBA tries some old fake-ass bullshit. So he would have to drop that title to fight Bivol. But likely Bivol will be ended up. Michael, his name is Michael. What? Likely he'll end up, Michael Fielding. Oh, yeah, he do look like that motherfucker, right? That swimmer, except with the beard. What the fuck is that on my hoodie? But yeah, main events fighters will likely be heading the top rank. It'll probably be announced before a Kovalev Alvarez 2 happens. Because they got to get Bivol a fight. He's got to have a fight coming up. Anthony Yard is finally supposed to be stepping up and fighting Sullivan Barrera. That's in talks. Here in the States, too. Possibly. ESPN Plus or some shit. Because, Frank Warren and Bob Arum got that pat, especially since they both with the WBO. I mean, they got the WBO in their pocket. Right? It's messed up when you work so much and you do so much that you be afraid to, do stuff for yourself. I barely spend money on myself, and I want to spend $100 on myself, and I can't. I'm scared to. Main events would have been cool in NBC, yeah? But to get on free TV, it's a big deal. It's a big deal in regards to getting the deal done. And truth be told, the deal might have fell apart because main events just don't have a strong enough stable. You can't, what great fights can they put on? I mean, I like them as a promotional company, an all-woman-run promotional company, even though they do seem to have some shady practices in regards to why was Kovalev getting paid a commission and Ward got $6 million or some old crazy shit. And he was the 3-belt champion, meaning Kovalev. But who do you think going to win, Chisora or Whyte? Honestly, my heart is saying Chisora. In all honesty, the Khan video is coming. I know. I do need to do one. Khan videos are hilarious to do, man. He's got some nerve, though. I had one. I was doing one, and then my hard drive space had filled up. I was literally doing a Khan video, and my hard drive space had stopped. I was enjoying myself. I had him on the screen, on one screen, getting knocked out by Canelo. And then on another screen, I had the story from the Sun with the transgender. And then on another screen, I had Kell Brook laying on the couch with the bandage on his leg. What happened in Tenerife, Kel? I was having so much fun. It would have been epic. But yeah, Khan's got some nerve. Look at Hearn over here. I'm digging the pose. You dig the pose? I'm digging the pose. This is some old death row shit. With the coat? I'm digging this. Thumbnail. Y'all don't like that?
Klitschko a few years ago.
Dillian the body snatcher White.
That's the Derek Chisora that we want, isn't it? Absolutely. Charlie Klitschko, rather than the Tyson Fury performances. They were just flat, unmotivated.
Showtime
to the USA.
Look at them ready to earn.
12 rounds of.
They get ready to earn tomorrow. You better earn. Look, watch how he starts shaking his head in approval. Like, yeah, we about to earn tomorrow. He gonna start nodding his head in approval. They about to earn. He like, back up, we about to earn. Look, he had to make sure David Haye was out of the way. He had to make sure David Haye was out of the way. Yeah, that is true. They definitely earning without the zone. I'm going to clip this out and upload this. I got to. Come on. I got to clip this out and upload this. Come on. Look, he ordering people around. Look, he like, get your shit together. We got to earn. Get your shit together. We got to earn. He had to make sure David Haye was in the back, because this is Eddie Hearn presents Whyte versus Chisora 2. It's the coat and the turtleneck that really sets it off. Come to match row boxing. I'm gonna steal that. Heisenberg. I'm stealing it. Match row boxing for the 9-9. I'm stealing that, Heisenberg. I'm stealing it. I'm going to tag it. Watch. And I'm not going to give you no credit. I'm not going to give you no credit. I'm a scum lord this shit out you. I'm going to be like, look at this shit I came up with, y'all. Come to match row boxing. Matter of fact, let me delete his comment. Be more sneaky. No, I'm not going to do that to you, bro. I'm not going to be that sneaky. Oh, we got 5 minutes left. What we doing for this 5 minutes? That's what she said. That's what she said. Damn, man. These vape cartridges are $35. These would keep me so like leveled out and, you know, like non-having anxiety attacks and shit. I was pissed. I took one puff. This whole shit just shot all the fluid. I was in the car like spitting in the motherfucking paws. I know this sounds, but I was pissed. He Vanilla Ice hanging out the window. Oh. War Chisora, though, has been really, like, scary, though, right? Like, he been, like, bizarre from the laxative comment. The anal beads comment yesterday. Truth be told, y'all be thinking I be picking that music. It's not as simple as you think it is. Like to find like certain music that's not copyright and shit, so they won't be trying to shut my shit down. It's not as hard as you think. But what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here because we got to come back for the Charlo's weigh-in. So I'm going to take some time off, go run to the post office, shit like that. Cook some breakfast. Almond milk, too. I've been drinking lots of almond milk. That shit is delicious. Unsweetened almond milk is better for you. And its shelf life, it lasts so long. Let me get out of here. The freaks are out. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe.